Hi, this is Joy with Obsessed with Scrapbooking, and today I'm going to show you how to make a double gatefold Christmas card using the new October stamp of the month. This stamp set is available for $5 after a $50 qualifying purchase, and it is so pretty. It matches, the shapes match shapes on the Art Philosophy cartridge. So let's get started. I didn't start with the card. Oh, I don't even know why, but I didn't. I didn't start with making the base of the card. I decided to start with stamping. So here we go. I'm using Topiary Close to My Heart ink and this new stamp set, and I'm just going to go ahead, and this is actually the inside piece. Not really sure why I felt like doing that, but I did. The white piece is sized at 3 3/4 by 5 3/8, and then that larger brown piece is 3 5/8 by 5 1/4. These squares are, the brown piece is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then the red and green is 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. So I decided to put a little border here on the stamps, and I'm using ruby colored ink. I decided to just test out how that was going to turn out on my mat. That's what's so fun about that paper mat from Close to My Heart, is you can stamp away, see what things look like. So I thought it would just be kind of fun to have something at the bottom like that. Again, that's the inside piece, so FYI. And gosh, it was all red, but there you go. All right, this is the base of the card, and it is 12 inches by 5 1/2. And I'm going to score at 4 inches and 8 inches, as you just saw using the score pal. Now we're coming up to the tricky part, guys. Okay, it's really not tricky, but it is something to pay attention to. So what I'm going to do is, from those score lines, and what's nice about the paper, again, is it's measured, I'm going to come up from the bottom to 2 3/4. I'm making a mark. I suggest you make it with pencil. Those of us who were impatient and made it with pen regretted it somewhat later because you can't erase it. But, you know, there you go. I was in a hurry. See, shouldn't be in a hurry. Now I'm going to take my trimmer and I'm going to line it up against that fold up at the top, and then at the mark I just made at the bottom. And I'm going to use those triangles, so save those triangles that you cut, because we're going to use them in a second here. So again, I line it up at that fold line, and then I line it up where I made my little mark with my pen, or if you're doing it right, with your pencil. And now we're just going to go ahead and stick these down. So in a little cutscene you didn't see, I put adhesive on that triangle. I was like, how did I stick that down? Oh, right. I must chop that off. All right, so now, last little bit to make the card. So easy, you guys. Where do you see this? All you got to do is score at 2 inches and score at 10 inches. And that's it. It's not a hard card to make, but it looks kind of complicated. So it's a good gifting card, if you will. So then just go ahead and you fold those edges in, as I'm doing, and kind of fold them back, and then you are set to go. So all I'm going to do here is get my inside piece mounted on that brown piece again, and put into the inside of the card. And I tried to make it so that warm wishes saying you could see through the top. And now I try out my different squares. I was like, should it be this way? Should it be that way? Now you can take a look. So I ended up going up with the green. Now, a word here, you're only going to be adhering it to one side. So just take note of that. I was adhering it only to the left side. So you just want to note that. And then the red actually just goes right on top of the green. And try to take care that you don't put adhesive. See, I kind of had to peel some of that off. Too close to the edges of the square. And then finally, I've got my little house. I cut that out using the Art Philosophy cartridge. Here's where it's at on the Art Philosophy cartridge, and it was cut at 2 1/4. Stamp set tells me what size to cut it at. I didn't think that up on my own. And I'm going to use some chocolate ink. I wasn't sure about the chocolate ink, and so I thought I'd test it out on my mat. And then I decided I liked it. As you may have noticed, there's 2 cards for this project. I made the first one, and my tripod broke, you guys. I couldn't believe a tripod would break. It broke, so I couldn't film the first one, which is, how come you have 2 cards? Then I went with the second one. And of course, if I was going to make a second card, I'm going to make it a little bit different, and then you guys can tell me which one you like better. The one with the brown, and then I also cut out this little house in red, which you can see at the beginning of the video. But let me know in any case if you feel like it. So that's pretty much our card. All the information about the Art Philosophy cartridge and all the things I used in the videos coming up. And I so appreciate y'all watching. This is some red stickles. I thought that little heart needs some red stickles. But take care and have a great day. Bye.